Welcome to New Forest Gravel, day 2. I was staying in Eastleigh, near Southampton, not the most wonderful of places, and I drove to Bewley, stately home, motor museum, various other things, and parked in the village, and I'm following a route that I found on Komoot, and I've just passed some donkeys, some wild donkeys. They're so, what is it about donkeys? It's funny, people have a thing about donkeys, and I think I can kind of understand why. Because there's a calmness about them. There's a sort of placidness and a peacefulness about them. And of course we all live complicated and busy and unpeaceful, unplacid lives. And donkeys remind us that there is hope for us, that perhaps in a later life we will return as a donkey, and ideally, of course, one of the lucky donkeys, not one of the ones that you see in the TV adverts on ITV during the day about donkey sanctuaries and stuff like that, where they obviously don't have very nice lives. But if you're one of those who kind of born and grows up in a donkey sanctuary, it's probably a bit like a Jesuit, isn't it? You know, give me the donkey from the age of 5 and I will give you the, well, whatever it is, I will give you the ass. Oh, Julie, you just can't help yourself, can you? You just can't bloody help yourself. Anyway, this is not gravel, this is tarmac. But again, a different surface in the New Forest. And that's one of the things I really like about riding in the New Forest. It's the endless variety. You know, the endless variety coupled with the kind of endless monotony of this unscrolling tarmac, a bit like a narrow airstrip, going across the heathland. Anyway, I'm following it, and I shall shut up. If I was one of those YouTubers, sorry, I know I said I would shut up. If I was one of those YouTubers who had music, and as you know, I hate music in YouTube videos. Having said that, I'll probably get some music and add it to it. If I was one of those YouTubers who had music, I'd probably shut up, and you could just listen to the music while you watch the landscape unspooling in front of me. And it's 8:15 now, and I've been on the road for, I don't know, half an hour or something. And apart from the donkeys, I've seen one person and a dog in the Range Rover, of course. But it's, you know, like I was saying in my other video, you get somewhere early, and it doesn't matter where it is. I mean, you get to the Pentagon, I know you get to the Vatican at 6 a.m. or something, and you say, is the Pope up? And they say, don't be kidding, Pope doesn't get up till 8, half 8, sometimes 9 at the weekend, 10 on a Sunday. There's a lie-in on a Sunday, you wouldn't believe it. But anywhere you get, you know, Great Wall of China, get to the Great Wall of China at 6 a.m, there's nobody there. There's no need to shout, Julian, there's no one around. That's why I'm shouting. If Julian is in the New Forest, riding on gravel, and there is nobody there to see him, is he actually there? I mean, whose kind of philosophical conundrum was that? It's all about perception, isn't it? The limits of perception. Does something exist if it's not perceived by a human being? Or donkey. But the donkey would work just as well. Anyway, off the gravel. This isn't really tarmac. This is more what you call concrete. And concrete? Would you call this concrete? Not very smooth concrete, anyway. Stone, perhaps, is what I'm saying. Clouding over a bit now. There's a campsite. Some of these caravans are enormous. We're in these caravans, and they've got enormous caravans, and they've got enormous tents sort of attached to the side. I mean, it's amazing. Some of Some of these tents are bigger than my house. I don't know if this is the same place as I came to yesterday, where they said you had to have your own toilet. I mean, but these places they've got ensuite bathrooms or something, or jacuzzis and hot tubs and swimming pools. I mean, they're so big. Some of them got tennis courts. Can you imagine lugging a tennis court behind your caravan? It's a faff, I'll be honest. You know, the old filming yourself, opening the gate, shutting the gate, riding off. I mean, it's a faff. There's no two ways about it. I hope you appreciate it. But it's a faff. I mean, blimey, it's like Martin Scorsese. 14 takes, would you believe? We got crew, you know, the crew, they're all fucking overtime. The crew, you got camera people, you got sound people, you got, you know, best boys, best girls, you got grips, tough grips, hand grips, also all sorts of grips. And you got caterers. I mean, for that one shot. And lighting, you've got to get the lighting right. And then when you like, if you've got a cut, you know, you've got to go from one scene to the next, you've got to make sure the lighting's right. I mean, who'd make a movie? Well, I mean, I would, because I'm making a movie, but you know what I mean, who'd make a bloody movie? Jesus Christ, Martin Scorsese, eat your heart out. Wonder if I get an Oscar. One thing I'd say about this particular route, there's a lot of gates, and the thing about a gate is you've got to open it, okay, then you've got to go through it, and then you've got to shut it, and then there's a lot of gates. I don't know how many. I've seen Bill Gates, I've seen who was that? Wasn't there a fella called Gates who came second in Pop Idol or something? Gareth Gates, that was it. Yeah, I've seen Gareth Gates. I've seen farm gates, I've seen wooden gates, I've seen metal gates, I've seen a lot of gates, gate even, you could say. A lot of gates. What I haven't done much of on this gravel trip is this kind of thing. In other words, filming myself while I'm riding along. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is I'm on gravel. Shall I show you the gravel? There's the gravel. Okay, back to me, Keith. And as you know, if you've watched any of my films or know anything about me, you know I tend to fall off a lot. So I'm a little bit wary of filming myself while riding on gravel, because I'm not sure actually how I'm going to stop while I'm holding the camera. I might have to think about that. I'll hold it out there. How's that? What do you think? How did it? Want to see the bike? There's the bike. And there, fella. Since you asked. Back to me, Keith. So, is that exciting? Well, it will be if I can stop. Managed to stop, but it's a faff making these videos. Anyway, I'm still in the New Forest. Been through Lyndhurst. Going to stop briefly at Lyndhurst. There's a cycle shop in Lyndhurst called the Woods Cyclery. I didn't go in there. It looked quite nice. Opposite was a Ferrari garage. Hundreds of Ferraris. Nice looking vehicles. I took a picture of my bike next to the Ferrari stand. There were some rather snooty looking salespeople who gave me funny looks because there were signs saying clients only. I was going to say, well, I might be a client. I mean, it's not very likely, but I mean, anyone could be a client, couldn't they? Why not? Why can't we all have a Ferrari? Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be Jeremy Corbyn's new party. Ferraris for everyone. And not Ferraris, not Farage.
How's that? That's quite a good slogan, isn't it? We can have that. Gratis. Okay, you want to see what it's like when a gravel cyclist goes over a cattle grid. Keep watching. I suppose, if I'm honest, this ongoing straight gravel paths, a little bit boring. I've got to be honest, a little bit boring. I preferred the kind of scrub heathland I had on the route yesterday. This is just kind of, well, it's just gravel, really. I mean, it's all right, nice, pleasant. No BMWs trying to force me off the road, but not. I get the monotony of landscape. That's my favourite phrase at the moment, and I think that's what I'm experiencing on this route. The other thing that there's not much of in the New Forest, there's too many gates and there's not enough benches, so not many places to sit. So I'm sitting on this log at the moment, just having a bit of a rest, a bit of a drink, and contemplating my situation. It struck me, I feel a bit lonely today. Funny, isn't it? I wasn't lonely yesterday. I was doing my gravel ride and I was making my video. Really enjoyed it. Today, maybe because the ride's been not quite, the terrain has been not quite so interesting. My friend is away at the moment. I just kind of feel a bit, not many people around, very few people around actually, which generally one likes. And yet, one craves human company, doesn't one? And I mean, I'll probably get attacked by some mad New Forest axe-wielding nutter in a minute, and I'll wish, you know, there weren't so many people around. But you know what I mean? Just a kind of feeling that I have. Very quiet though, isn't it? Well, I mean, that's why it's quiet, because there's nobody around. There's no people, no animals, no birds, no insects, nothing. The world has died and nobody told me. Imagine if that did happen though. You know, there was like a massive nuclear conflagration, that's a good word, or you know, there's an ecological disaster and everybody and everything is destroyed except you. I mean, but who's going to tell you you're the only one here, mate? I mean, you're not going to know, are you? Then you'd be lonely. You'd have something to moan about. So there you are, Julian. Count your blessings. 1, 2, 3.